Welcome to another fun edition of Fun with Science. Now, you may be wondering why we have strange lighting. Well, that's because where I am, we have lost power thanks to yet another snowstorm and ice storm. So, today we'll be making Oobleck, which is a term that Dr. Seuss... Yes, Oobleck. Dr. Seuss coined the term. Essentially just cornstarch, which I have over here, and water, which will be coming out of this wonderful, metallic, golden, magical pipe. Actually, I don't know why I said golden. It's not gold at all. It's steel. So, this wonderful pink cup is our disposable mixing area, because you never want to make Oobleck into something that you don't want to lose, because, well, Oobleck, when you stir it faster, it turns into a rock, and when you stir it slower, it turns into a liquid. So on the off chance that I create a rock, I don't want to destroy a cup. So you can see we're using about this much cornstarch. You want to use about equal parts cornstarch and water. As you can see, I just poured it in. It's like, I don't know, up to here. So now, I'm just going to put in that much water. So, you can see, now I'm just going to mix it. Oh, it looks delicious. It actually looks like milk. Okay, so I just essentially edited out about 10 minutes. We have made Oobleck and dyed it green, so it looks absolutely wonderful. So now, the Oobleck has some really fun aside from what I'm using here. I'm going to pour it into this little dish right here. Some of you may know the myth of King Arthur and his sword that got stuck in a rock, and he was able to pull it out with gentleness. Well, that's Oobleck, everyone. When you apply a lot of force, I'm going to bore you, so if you don't like science talk, skip over the next 30 seconds. It's essentially the friction between the molecules will cause it to solidify. So if I tap on the surface, it actually turns into a solid right under my fingers. I'm tapping on the surface, and I can't tap any lower. But as you can see, if I just go like this, it's clearly a liquid. Some of those, like if I go very gently, I can go all the way to the bottom. Not a problem, but tapping just turns it rock hard. So another property of Oobleck is it can get so hard that if you stir it fast enough, it can actually shatter metal. So I'm just going to stir it really fast with this wooden fork thing. And it is... I can't stir. It's bending the wood faster than I can stir. But if I go slowly, I have no problem. So I'm going to try and go fast. It's really fun. Highly recommend that you make it. So, I got the instructions off Scientific American's website, and it called for a 1-to-1 ratio of cornstarch and water. I would recommend doing about, for every unit of water that you put in, put like 1.5 units of cornstarch. I had to just dump like a spoonful or two of cornstarch in. So I actually did like 1 to 2. And this is really fun. So you should do this, guys. So naturally, I was thinking, well, when you apply a lot of force or a lot of pressure to Oobleck, it really solidifies. So I was wondering, well, what could I do safely that's not going to blow up our house with Oobleck that has a lot of pressure? So I thought baking soda and vinegar creates a lot of CO2. I wonder what the pressure will do. Will it stop the bubbling over? So I'm just going to pour in some Oobleck. So this is just baking soda. Bicarbonate of the soda. Now I'm going to pour some more Oobleck in, because I want it to kind of be like a Oobleck sandwich. Boy, that looks absolutely that actually looks like a really yummy ice cream. Sorry.
I would never eat that.
So now this is vinegar. Let's see what happens. Whoa! I don't know if you can see this, but maybe I should have stirred it up. Oh gosh, you can't stir this up. Yep, it did exactly what I thought it would. It is completely hardened. So what you're seeing is the baking soda that was left on the surface reacting, because I can't even... Now that the reaction's stopping, I can kind of stir it now. But it's still... Oh gosh.
Put in more vinegar.
There's trapped CO2. I'm just going to dump the rest of the vinegar in. So, I'm just... Ugh.
those muscles.
This is actually really tough. Oh. So, you can actually see the stick is bent. I don't know if you can see this, but it is, like, bent.
Yeah, we can see that.
So, yeah, the baking soda and vinegar, the carbon dioxide's pressure turned the oobleck into a solid. There we go, everyone. Fun with science. And, gravity still works.